All right, Lauren, thank you. Community activists have renewed their protests against Johns Hopkins University's effort to create a private police force at its campuses in Baltimore City. This comes as many people across the country have protested against police brutality following the death of George Floyd, who was killed while in police custody last month in Minneapolis. WMAR 2 News' Mark Roper is live outside Johns Hopkins University in North Baltimore for us this morning. Mark, Johns Hopkins administrators already announced they would put the private police force on hold for now. What do the people who are against this plan want now?
Well, they're calling for Johns Hopkins to take the plan off pause and completely abandon its efforts to create a private police force. And organizers also delivered a petition with more than 6,000 signatures of people in agreement. Now, dozens of people protested in Wyman Park on Monday against Johns Hopkins' plan to create a private sworn police force for the university and its campuses in Baltimore. George Floyd was killed on May 25th while in police custody in Minneapolis. 4 Minneapolis police officers have been charged in connection with his death. Opponents of a private police force at Johns Hopkins believe it would bring the same injustices of racial profiling and police brutality with even less accountability. And less than 3 weeks after Floyd's death, Johns Hopkins administrators announced they would put off their plans for a school police department for at least 2 years for several reasons. First, they say it gives them time to continue the debate about public safety and how to create new models of what the force should look like. Second, it gives them time to take advantage of the legislative changes bringing police reform on the local, state, and national level. Third, it gives them the time to improve their existing campus safety operations with more training. But the protesters and the ones who signed the petition say a delay isn't good enough.
We're hoping that Hopkins will take the input of the wider, Hopkins community seriously and invest money into things like healthcare for the community, for education, for paying their workers a minimum wage.
Now, meanwhile, Johns Hopkins administrators say putting the plan on hold gives them more time to come up with a new strategy as well as to work with new city leaders and a new mayor for Baltimore. We're live in North Baltimore. Mark Roper, WMAR 2 News.